Deegan, we're another pre-season finish now. Obviously, big game now Friday, away to Harps. First game of the season. I'm sure you're looking forward to it.
Yeah, as always. This is my 17th, 18th pre-season. Still got the enthusiasm to keep wanting to perform, and it's no different on Friday.
Yeah, obviously we had that game there against Dundalk Friday night. It was a great atmosphere. Both sets of fans turned out in great numbers. Felt like a real competitive game, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it was really important for some of our boys who haven't played in the division to get that feeling of what it's like to play under the lights on a Friday, and I think the lads held their own really well. And look, if you can take out from pre-season is confidence and a bit of team bonding and building, and we'll bring them to Friday now.
Yeah, just going back just a tiny bit, to obviously just before Christmas you re-signed with the club. I spoke to yourself just before Christmas there, and you said that, you know, part of the reasons you've signed back is being loved at a club. That's pretty big to you, I know that.
Yeah, that's massive. It hasn't happened that often through my career. So when it stands out like a sore thumb, like, you know, I'd be mad not to reinvest myself back into the club, because I've got to know the likes of yourself, Katrina, Neve, Grounds and Matt, everybody. You know, when you start to know people off first name basis, you know, you feel like an extra bit of pressure to perform for the people that it's their club. You know, we're only here paying the rent really, and if I can give back a small fraction of that by performing on a Friday, I'm willing to do that.
And obviously just a tiny bit about last season. I know it's all about looking forward to the new season. Obviously it was a great season, and that I'm sure you'll be loving to build on that now this season. Yeah,
look, last year was, you know, the main objective was to stay in the league. I think if we had to think anything else was a bonus, and we've managed to do that. We've had to rebuild. We've lost a few. I guess to show you how good we were last year, when, you know, we're losing players across the board and to full-time football. I guess to show you what a big achievement it was. And, you know, I think we've plugged holes really well this year, but only time will tell now.
Yeah, and just for yourself, obviously signing back, I know you mentioned there the love for being in the club, and I think the fans as well. I know you only got a small taste of what the atmosphere can be like here in Head Game Park. It can be a special atmosphere. Yeah,
look, like I said, it's their club. You know, you talk to any fan, what do they want? They want to see 100% effort, and I think that's what I'll always give. And, you know, if you can do that and don't focus on a result, I think fans will stick with you and keep backing you. And, you know, this league, you'll go through ups and downs, but if you keep giving 100% with a short, I think they'll stick by it. And you said we got to see a little glimpse of it. Really looking forward to seeing them in full capacity in a 36 game division.
Yeah, it was a different sort of role with you for Drogheda last season, bringing on the younger lads as well.
Yeah, look, I think I'd naturally want to help in that regard. You know, if I can, you know, make them learn on the job and help them by doing that. You know what I mean? Some of these lads are 19, 18, getting thrown in the deep end. I might not be a service to these young boys. You know, while I'm still performing, while I'm still doing my job, why not try and help others? You know, and that's a big motivation this year. Yeah, I want to win every week, but can I help the young lads come through and be in that 11 for the Drogheda on a Friday?
Yeah, and obviously been in training now a few months now at this point. Pre-season, that was brilliant. As you said, a lot of new players coming in as well, a lot of new people, a lot of new staff. How have you found that so far?
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I love seeing new faces, getting to see different personalities, lots of different characters. And look, I know it's a cliche in football, but you do need time to gel. And I think we've had numerous weeks now where we put a pre-season together. So yeah, let's just get the show on the road now.
Yeah, and nearly finally there now. But it's looking towards this Harps game. It's an unpredictable Harps team. I spoke to Kev there not long ago. It is an unpredictable one. They've brought in a lot of new players. They've lost a lot of players as well, a bit like ourselves. So it's a bit of an unknown.
I think if you have to underestimate and buy into the kind of Harps have lost players, you're in trouble, because you ask anybody up and down the division, whether you're Shamrock Rovers or Drogheda United, going to Ballybuffet at any stage of the season is a tough ask, and we know that. So we got to do our homework, be diligent, and be prepared for everything that Finn Harps got, because one thing that Ollie Hogan's team do give is blood and guts, and we'll be prepared for it.
Yeah, of course, and obviously I'd say there'll be a decent amount of fans as well heading up to Ballybuffet, which is obviously the trip of all trips in the League of Ireland season, the toughest trip and probably the toughest away ground to go to. Well, one of them anyways. It's all tough, but I'm sure you'll be delighted to see plenty of Drogheda fans up there as well.
Oh look, I give them so much credit. You know, even taking a day off work or spending time away from their families to go travel to see us, and I'm hoping that we can kind of give them something to go back down the road with a point or a few points in the pocket, because it's a big ask to go up there, and it's going to be a ballistery or whatever it's been. You've seen the weather today. I'd imagine it'd be the same. So yeah, look, if we can get as many numbers up there as possible, it'd be great. But yeah, it's over to us now.